Alright guys, here we are at our next manufactured home heat pump. So all that's getting changed out here is the indoor coil. I have the Aspen coil that's going to fit right in place of this existing Mortex coil. Rest of the stuff staying, electric furnace and everything, easy. He pulled that grill off, I'm not sure why, but anyway. I'd like to put a better filter in for them, but you know, this quick and dirty, as cheap as we can do it for them. So let me show you, I'll show you that. Let me show you the outside. That's the coil I got that was wrong, that was too tall, so that's going back. I have the Aspen coil in my truck. Pretty nice for a manufactured home. It's actually, looks like it's pretty big, and that crawl is nice too. I don't have to go in there though. So what happened, guys, was the customer bought this house and they didn't know that this was a straight air conditioner. So they kind of got bamboozled, and you know, you could look right in there and see no reversing valve and no, plus the model number. It's an ASZ13, which I know for a fact is a, or ASX13, sorry, which I know for a fact is a straight AC. And here's our Ameristar. She's big. Look at the difference in size. Got my belly band heater here, and my my belly band sump heater, whatever you want to call it, and my filter dryer. So first thing we're going to do is pump him down, and customer wants to save that and keep it, so I'm gonna give that to him. I'll probably just cart it around for him, and we'll get it swapped out. I got one of my heat pump pads coming. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later, so I'm not waiting on that. But I can always work on the inside while I'm waiting. So, all right, guys, get my locking caps off of there. I'll get my gauges on, and I'll go ahead and make sure she's running and cooling, and we'll get her pumped down. Well, I guess it doesn't matter what she's running in. I'll just close whichever one. But yeah, let's do that. And man, it's cold. Tired of this. When is the spring gonna hit that they keep talking about? Whew, probably 30 degrees out here this morning. Ridiculous. All right, guys, I got her pumping down. It's in heating mode, so it's coming back on the small line. I'm sorry, it's in cooling mode. It's coming back on the suction like it's supposed to in cooling. I got this valve shut. Got this one almost all the way shut. It's letting it into the unit but not letting it out. Once we get down to the nitty gritty, I just have to close this the rest of the way with my service ratchet. So shouldn't take too long. Stupid locking caps. I don't know what happened to the other cap there. I think it fell inside of there. I'll have to get it out. He wants to keep this thing. What he's going to do with it, I don't know. And those stupid Schraders on there were so finicky, man. It's just spraying oil all over the place. Not my hoses, because whenever I put my hoses on a new unit, it's fine. So, one of those mornings. All right, let's get this pump down and get this thing cut loose. All right, we're all at zeros. I got the valves both closed off. Yeah, I know my colors are all screwy on my hoses, guys. That's because I'm trying to use the ones that aren't leaky. I need to get some new hoses, and it's not the O-rings, it's the braids on them. So my blue one's bad, so I just keep it for whenever I'm adding refrigerant or something. There's not a lot of pressure. But anyway, I'm gonna go inside and cut her loose, and we'll get that indoor coil pulled out first. Alright, let's get this guy cut loose. The hell did they run a 7/8 for this? Doesn't make any sense. 3-ton. 7/8 on a 3-ton. That's dumb. it's really down. Look at that. I hate when they use all this tape. I'll go find my close cutters. I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully the lighting's okay. I still don't know why he would run 7/8 for this. I'm very confused at the moment. It doesn't take a lot. 7/8. The hell are you running 7/8 for? Let's take this drain out of there. Hate these. These clips are stupid. That's good. These aren't the best close cutters, these old Huskies. I need to get some better ones. I thought I bought some better ones, but I don't know what the heck they are. Hope this coil fits in here. This one doesn't have a, this old one doesn't have a TXV, the new one will. That's why I couldn't get the match for this one, because it's not a TXV. And I'll just cut that. Clean it up later. There we go. Get it so we can slide a coil out. I don't know what's holding them in. Some goop. Just slice this stupid slinky stuff. I'll be back. I think I did pretty good. The base is exactly the same, and I'm just a fraction shorter, so should be perfection. And like I said, this one has a TXV. Here's my little strap to strap it to my line once I'm brazed in, and we'll wrap that all up all nice. But yeah, that's why I couldn't get a match with this, because it's a fixed orifice. Now I don't know if I could have added a TXV to this coil, but why? It's a small amount of money for, you know, to get a new coil in there. I have to deal with one that's been running for a while, over 10 years. So there we is. Let's slide her in. One thing I didn't look at was the bottom dimensions. So this one sits, this old one, 13 by 15 3/4, 16 by 12. This one should be sitting down in there. Let's go see what our opening looks like. You can always finagle it. Yeah, so we got 16 by, I might have to just bend this down just a little bit. Grab my tongs. I'll show you something else that's real funny on this new coil. Look at this sticker they put on top for indoor coil replacement only. No shit. Alright, I tweaked those in just a little bit. We should be able to get it in there and have it sit in there flat. If it doesn't, I'm going to start thinking somebody's got it out for me today. But yeah, let's try it again. Alright, she's in there. It just kind of threw me off because when they put this pan in here, when they added this coil, you know, the shelf kit or whatever they call them, they put it at a pretty deep angle, so my back was sitting higher, so I thought maybe I wasn't down all the way, but I am. So call her good. Alright, I'll go get a piece of 3/4 and a piece of why is that all? Is that all pushed over? Looking weird. Is that where it's supposed to be? Like the packaging, it kind of got tweaked. There we go. We'll check and make sure that's got nitro in it. I'm not feeling it today. Alright, we'll get a little piece of 3/8, a little piece of 3/4. Alright, just letting the nitro out. Yeah, I sliced myself. I got my 2 pieces there. I'm going to sand everything all nice. Ah, damn it. Didn't even feel that. Alright. Let's cut you. Yeah, man, I gotta go get a Band-Aid. Be right back. Alright, when I say Band-Aid, I mean electrical tape. Alright, let's get this guy. Cut. So I could have cut these before I put the coil in place, but whatever. These close cutters aren't very good. Alright, I'll get all this sanded. It's gonna take, this is kind of monotonous. Alright guys, got everything swedged, sanded, piped in. I'm gonna go cut that the old AC out of there outside, hook my nitro up. I'll come in here and brace. I'm waiting on my equipment pad from Gensco for the my heat pump pad for my new heat pump. So I don't know, I might have to split this up into 2 days. We'll see. Really like to get that thing braced in today, but without the a heat pump pad, I cannot do that. Alright, let's get this guy cut loose. Those lock rings are never tight on there. You guys don't tighten them down when they install these, unless they just vibrate loose. Yeah, I don't know, that pad's not going to get here for a while today, so I don't know how far I'll get. I have another job right on the same road. I can go do a little bit on it, maybe. Alright. Cut our low voltage. Cut it right there, ain't gonna matter. Oh gosh, I hope I got enough wires. Pull another one. These guys went crazy with this tape. God, I hate that. Stupid. At least you don't have to wrap it around everything. Wrap it around the suction line, and wire tie the low voltage and the liquid line. But don't wrap them all three in tape. Pain in the ass. Especially when I got oil all over it. Yeah, damn it. Take something that should take you like 2 seconds and they make it take you 5 minutes. Ridiculous. Then you don't know where you're cutting, where your thermostat wire is in there. I mean, come on, guys. This crap. It's ridiculous. Stupid is what it is. Way to go, fellas. Reuse those lines, so we don't want to be too mean to them. You can see that or not. Still don't know why they ran 7/8. I still don't know why. Some things I may never know. I know this is only a 3-tonner. Oh, what a pain in the ass. All right, I'm gonna haul this thing out of there. All right, I got her out of here. Let's tape these lines, since I can't braze him in yet because I don't have my pad, and it's not going to be here till this afternoon, so I might have to pull off and come back out here tomorrow. But let's tape these. All right, guys, I'm going to steal this fitting off of here. I'm going to tape the evaporator coil too, and he wants to save this, so I'm going to make that all good for him. Then I'm going to cut these guys closer and I'll tape them off so there's not all this sticking out. And then I'm missing my service cap. He's where is he at? He's rolling around down there somewhere. Where you at? Where you at? Oh. Is that him? There he is. I'll pull the lid off. I'll pull the grill off and get it out of there. I'm just kind of clowning around, hoping that pad will show up while I'm here today. Alright guys, got everything taped all nice for him. I got his old pad here sitting. Got the panel back on. Got the locking caps back on. Got our service caps back on. So he can do what he wants with this old system. You know, it could probably just be serviced and cleaned up, and maybe it'll run for another 10 years somewhere. If he doesn't find anything, any use for it, I bet you I could find a charity case probably to use this on. So I got some cleanup to do. We'll get all buttoned up. I'm not going to wait around for 2 hours for this pad to show up. So I'm going to go check out my other job that's here on this same street somewhere. I think it's down that way a little bit. So nice day. It's turning into being a nice day. We're going to get a little nice stretch of weather before the rain hits again. Thursday, Friday, I think.